Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Welcome back to the Better Late Than Never podcast. And I have
Hi.
Sarah.
I'm
She's
back.
finally back.
How long has it been?
It's been a while. It's been a few months.
I guess it's been before December because you came out I think after December.
Was the last time you were on the pod is when we went out in Savannah? Was that last time? No, I think it was after.
Wrangler was here last time. So it was during football season. So I want to say it was November.
And we were also supposed to record the weekend that my dog got attacked, which I talked about on a previous episode a little bit. But Rebel's doing good.
He's fabulous. God.
So yeah, I am so happy to have her back. So right now there's actually an event on the farm going on. It's called Farm Days, where serious runners, they all come to the farm, they camp out in tents. It's super fun. We'll have live music and a bonfire.
I don't really think the running part's that fun though.
Well, it is for them. So there's a whole trail, whatever you want to call it, that they map out around the farm. They're actually running through my yard as we speak, coming out of the woods, just one by one, coming through the woods into my yard.
Kind of hi.
I can literally look out the window right now and see them. And I'm just out on the porch, woo, go!
Run, Forrest, run!
I won't be running with you, but I can cheer you up.
Okay, so tell them how much they have to run, or what their options are for the running, because that's what blows my mind.
So it's actually a 24-hour run, but you can choose if you want to do the 6-hour run, the 12-hour run, or the 24-hour run. So that's what they do. They literally will run for 6 hours straight. Obviously they can stop by their tent if they need to and have a little water, but they're timed. Obviously they have numbers. And then some people even run throughout the freaking night. So tonight they're actually gonna have glow sticks in the woods, and it's gonna be all whimsical and magical, and we're gonna go out there and check it out. But
that's not the vibe. Not the vibe.
I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that intrusive thought in here.
Should scare.
But, ooh, I just pop out of the wood. Dude, I'd get in so much trouble.
It'd be fine. I think it'd be entertaining.
It'd be fine.
Would like it.
So, yeah, we got some calves up there by the farm store to take pictures with. We're going to go up after this. Yeah. After we film, we're going to go walk the trail and then hang out with the farm family. But, yeah, so it's a nice, beautiful day. It's a beautiful weekend.
Gorgeous. Thank goodness.
She could have literally not picked a better weekend for her to come down.
I mean, logistic-wise, no. But, weather-wise, yeah, this is a great weekend.
Oh, and let's tell them. Well, okay, first of all, we're about to review some Crumbl Cookies for you guys. Mm-hmm. We bought $16 worth of cookies.
There's 4 of them, too.
There's 4 cookies. They're huge, though. If you've never had Crumbl Cookie, you're missing out. Seriously.
Sponsor us.
Dude, Spotify has just come out with a new editing platform, and it is scaring me. I'm all of this is going to get lost, but...
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You can always redo it, and I don't know. Yeah, no thoughts in the brain. Figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure later in the day when we're jacked up on sugar and adrenaline, it'll be a very interesting conversation with the internet. So
yeah. So, but before we get into the Crumbl Cookies, Sarah, do you want to tell them the good news?
Tell them.
So
we're getting married.
Yeah, totally blank, nothing there.
It is our wedding.
She wishes.
I'm getting married. My boyfriend proposed. Woo-hoo.
She calls me, y'all. This bitch calls me at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I obviously don't hear it. I sleep like a rock. I woke up the next day. I'm like, oh shit, I hope she's okay. So I called her back, or I texted her are you okay? And she's like, call me when you can. I'm thinking something.
I didn't want to let anything slip because I can't keep anything from her.
No. So I'm at church, and I'm 20 minutes early per usual. I'm literally early to everything in my life. And
she's just
I'm just sitting there in the pew or whatever you want to call it. We don't have pews or chairs. But I'm like, I'll call Sarah. Bitch is like, I was like, are you pregnant?
That's literally, she was the second person to say that. Second person. I'm sitting here like, what do y'all think of me? Like, you would think that I would get knocked up first before.
Well, when you call somebody at 4:30 in the morning, you're like freaking out. You're like, it's got to be something kind of
major. But...
Yeah, major. And then I'm like, you're engaged, and she's like, yeah.
And
I'm
then
like,
started screaming.
I was like, wait, you got proposed at 4:30 in the morning? I'm confused.
So let me tell the story. It was actually 3:30 in the morning when I got engaged, and so. God love my fiance. He's an amazing human being, but he's very spontaneous. And we knew we were going to be getting engaged and getting married. I just like didn't know when. And so at 3:00 in the morning, my dog jumps on top of me, and I'm a very light sleeper, and wakes me up, and I see my boyfriend, now fiance, standing on the side of my bed like some serial killer, and I'm like, what are you doing? And
which is not uncommon for Nick.
It's not uncommon. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you know, and he's like, nothing, go back to bed. If he had told me that he was like getting a charger or he was just checking out the window or something, I would be like, okay, yeah, whatever. I would have gone back to bed. But the moment he said nothing, I was like, nope. So I start looking around on my end table, like, what's going on? Like, what are you trying to find? Like, let me help you or something. And I found the ring on top of my phone. Very romantic, right? And here, it's 3 a.m.
Because the phone's the first thing you check in the morning.
It is. And I'm in my daggum moo-moo, jumping out of bed going, is this? And he's like, yeah, now go back to bed. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, are we old enough for this? I'm 28. He's 33. I'm like, are we allowed to do this? Like, who's going to laugh?
Just letting us do this.
Even though we live together, have a house together, have 2 dogs together, we have all these things together, and we're adults and, you know, financially not completely stable, but you know what I mean? Like, we got it together.
It's about time, though.
I mean, it's been over 3 years. That's what everybody said. And so now we're getting married, and Alexis is my maid of honor.
I'm so excited.
I haven't done my official proposal yet, which is going to be really cute, so we're going to have to show everybody.
But we did. She did get me a necklace, matching necklaces.
Ta-da.
Little butterflies. We love butterflies. And then I did my nails today, and I put butterflies on them. I just... Anyway, so she's getting married, and I'm as single gets.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
It'll be okay though, I think.
I'm 29, going on 22.
Literally, though. People think we're younger than what we are.
No, it's okay. Speaking of, let's try some Crumbl Cookies. Okay, so this week's flavors, we've got, ooh, look at those. So we've got, this is what, chocolate cake icing?
Yeah,
chocolate cake.
I think it's chocolate cake.
With icing. Peanut butter. Oh, we should have got a fork for this one. But that's okay.
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche, it's like a cake, which is not really.
You want to go grab a fork real quick? I can go grab a fork.
Sure.
Real quick.
And this is lemon cheesecake. Ooh! Which I told Alyssa I would save a bite for her for the lemon one because she wants to try it. It's so funny. Sarah gets so jealous of any other girl that I talk about in my life.
I'm the ex-wife. Like, you can't get rid of me. I'm always there. Like, I'm the mother of your children. But if anybody else comes into your life, it's over. It's done with. Like, nobody else can have her. Sorry.
I say we try the lemon one first because that's calling my name a little bit.
I'm not a big lemon person, but I'm down.
That's why we need to try that one. We have to try the chocolate one last because that's kind of like, oh my god, it's so
pretty.
Heavy. Feel how heavy that is.
Shizen.
All right. You want me to take the first bite? Oh, let's take a bite at the same time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're good.
All right.
It hits in its own way.
I need one more bite.
Ain't my vibe though. You know,
I like it.
I'm more like
on
a
a scale of
lemonade
1 to
gal.
10, what do you think?
5. 4 or 5. I think maybe the base.
5.
Just, if I get to the middle part, that might be a little
What's
better.
in the middle? Oh,
That's like more the lemon meringue stuff.
it's good. It's definitely very lemony. But it's good.
I feel like it needs to be a little more fresh lemony.
Yeah, like it needs a little bit of more you know?
Yes, that's sour. I'm gonna feed you this.
All right, hang on. We gotta show it.
Let me take the fork out.
This is a mukbang. What do you got? Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Say it again.
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Mukbang. We'll have it mukbang.
Nick's gonna listen to this back and be like, what in the world? My fiance listens to this like every single time we post one. What's it smell like?
Nothing.
I'm a little congested.
All right, so this one's dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. I'm marrying a Latino, so I need to like get with the vibe.
All right,
and
you
I
go
am
first.
like white. I was gonna feed
Oh,
it
she's
to
gonna feed
you.
me. Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh shit,
Do you not like it?
that is bussin'.
I told you. She didn't want it.
It's like a whipped cream topping.
Yes. Dulce de leche is like a cinnamon milk
It's
cake.
like it's not too sweet.
Mm.
Oh my god, give me another bite. It's got like a creamy center.
Yeah, it's a milk cake.
I
I love dulce de leche.
oh my god, that's bussin'. Let me feed you now. And we paid an extra $1.39 for that bitch.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
All right.
I really should pay attention to my
All right.
expenses. 'cause,
That's a
you know,
10. That's a 10.
That's a 10 out of 10.
That's a 10.
That is very good. For a dulce de leche, and I'm picky about that because that's
Dulce de
like
leche?
the real,
Wait.
real.
Dulce de leche.
Oh my god, that's
Dulce de
the
leche.
That sounds like Nick trying to say dulce de leche. My fiance's a Latino, but does not speak Spanish. And it sounds like redneck.
Yeah, I really like that. That was good.
It's very good.
All right.
Here's our
Peanut butter.
butter.
I don't know what is going on with my accents right now. All right,
I
ready?
think you need more sleep. Basic peanut butter cookie.
Yeah.
I could make them.
Literally basic peanut butter.
I mean, it's good, but
Honestly, I think we should try the center. It's really soft.
Gucci. It's good. It's just basic.
Typical basic peanut butter cookie. Like,
I think next time we should cheers.
chips.
Go with the chocolate chip. That was hot.
I said chips. Did I
Chips.
explain that?
Chips. I think it's because
Chips.
accidentally one time you tried to say cheers and couldn't say cheers, and you were also trying to say something else at the same time, and you ended up saying chips, and we kind of just went with it. So chips.
No. But that does.
No, it is a thing. You did that. We were at Nat's.
Was I drunk?
Slightly.
It actually came from my little brother. When my little brother was a baby, he would say chips instead of cheers.
I think you said that afterwards, after you were trying to say cheers and then couldn't, and then it came out as chips. And
If my listeners start saying chips, that I'm making a t-shirt.
Can we have that anyways? Can we do that for my bachelorette?
Yeah, with like two little things clinging.
Yeah, chips.
Chips. Nobody's gonna get it.
Nope.
At all.
And that's fine.
Just me and you can have those.
Yeah, everybody else can suck it.
That's pretty.
Thank you. Pamela gave it to me, my dad's girlfriend.
Anderson?
No, but she got big old honkers like them.
Okay.
All right, this one.
All right, and the last but not least, this is probably
This
gonna.
one is
Okay,
heavy, too.
I'm just gonna go ahead and assume this is gonna be my least favorite one because I'm not much of a
I
super
like
chocolatey.
chocolate, but
Last
not
week
that.
they
I
had
like
a
fudgy chocolate more than
Yeah,
anything.
last week they had a molten lava one.
Oh, shut up.
That one would have been good.
Should have come down. What was I doing last
But
week?
it's
I don't know.
got your rainbow sprinkles. Let's try it. That was a big bite.
That was a very big bite, and you got rebel hair on it too.
Yeah, exactly what I thought.
Very
Very chocolatey. Rebel?
No, boy. Rebel.
Come here, Rebel. Come here.
All you see is nose and ear.
The man of the hour.
There's the boy. Hey, boy. No. Sugar. He turned away from me. You little dickhead.
I love you, baby.
You love your auntie.
Rebel is the true star of the show right now. Look at this.
Remember
big...
when Ringler was here and like Rebel and Ringler were both like going at it, and then Ringler, it was like a complete clusterfuck because Ringler was like, "Is that my claw clip?"
No.
Oh, it looks like mine.
Whoa, it's got windy outside.
No, didn't it?
Okay, so
my Adderall's not
what do you...
Adderalling. It's not.
Sarah's also on Adderall.
I have ADHD. Can we not tell? Like, you can look at me and be like, that bitch. She's got it. She's got something.
All right, we have to rate the chocolate one now.
Chocolate one, I'd say that's like more along the lines of a 6 out of 10 for me.
Really? It was
I like it better than the lemon.
See, I don't. For me, it was like a 4. I just, too much chocolate. It tastes like a chocolate cupcake. What are you doing? Oh.
I don't want people to know that I'm a delinquent.
Well, yeah, just gave it away.
Am I allowed to do that on the show?
I give you permission.
Thank you. I mean, it's our show, but like, you're a whore. She's
just vaping nicotine. That's all it is.
I have a raging nicotine addiction, okay? It's a problem, and I would love to say that I'm trying to quit, but I'm not trying to quit because, in all honesty, I am a full-time grad student while working full-time with children with disabilities. I'm getting married. My best friend lives 3 hours away from me. Like, I keep trying to convince Alexis to move up to our farm because we also have a cattle farm, as we've talked about, I'm sure, and just live on the property and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You could just like
You can have a compound.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We could have
I basically already live on a compound.
No, she has her own room at my house, but
it smells like cat shit.
I have a cat. So do you.
Yeah, mine lives outside.
But yours shits in the house too. It has a litter box in there.
Just in case.
Just in case.
My
cat's old. She's not gonna make it much longer, okay? And then you won't have to deal with cat shit.
So, I really only liked 2 out of the 4. These 2.
Same. I'm gonna go with these 2.
Only because this one's really basic, and this one I don't like.
It's too chocolatey, but I like more chocolate than I like lemon.
And you know, sometimes they got some bussin' flavors, sometimes
Well,
it just really depends.
Got a different like palate. Rebel, you are all the way on my foot. I mean, it's very warm, but I also can't feel it.
Rebel weighs 112 pounds. Literally.
There was one time where I was watching him for the weekend, and he kept getting up on my bed, and I have a king size bed, but I also share it with Nick, and there's not a lot of room. We like to like move around, like our legs will be. That doesn't sound appropriate. Anyways, I like room. Like, don't touch me in the middle of the night. But Rebel will get up on top. And instead of sitting at the foot of the bed or in the middle of the bed where there's a bit of room, he seats directly on top of my feet. To a point where one night
you lose feeling.
I lost feeling. And then one night I tried to move my leg out and I twisted my ankle. Literally messed up my ankle because it was on top of it.
He's a baby.
He's just a baby. He's a baby.
Let's talk about the fact that I'm 29 years old and I spent $40 on stuffed animals today.
Yeah, that's a thing.
So first of all, I sleep alone, but Rebel sleeps with me.
You shouldn't tell the internet that.
Nobody knows where I am.
They don't? You tell them like you.
Anyway, I sleep with my big, massive, aggressive
We have weapons.
I have a gun.
We do.
Yeah, well, try me, bitch. I bought first of all, I love Winnie the Pooh, and they had like, if you are a Winnie the Pooh fan and you know, like, the classic Winnie the Pooh, they had a classic Winnie the Pooh stuffed animal. Had to get it, period. Mm-hmm. And then they had a Peep pillow.
Granted, it was a deal on the Winnie the Pooh because we went to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. Very basic Southern, but it was delish. They have a new menu.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out.
And Cracker Barrel, I call it Cracker Whore.
Yeah, it's like a crack whore, but not.
I don't know why. I'll be like, you want to go to Cracker Whore? And like, I'll say it to people who've never heard that before. I'll be like,
Let's go to Cracker.
Hey, you want to go to Cracker Horror? And they look at me like,
what are you talking about?
what the frick?
They have one there, but it was like twice the price of the one at TJ Maxx. Bless you, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I got that from my stepmom. When she sneezes, she'll be like, like you can hear it from the other side of the planet.
Are you okay? Look how he's like,
you're high on life, man.
There's a lot of sugar. I really want some more of this. I'll show you my check. I keep looking at it. Yum, 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 yum.
This is a mukbang.
I've gotten good at accents recently because, as we've talked about, I'm a behavioral therapist, and one of my behavioral. Oh. One of my clients, I can't really give identifying information, but they come from an Indian culture, and and the mom, she's cool with it. The mom.
That does not sound Indian. That sounds Chinese.
No, I know, but
I'm trying to get this cookie out, and I can't.
The mom will start like doing she can have an Indian accent because she's Indian. Mm-hmm. She'll do a fake one, and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. So I've gotten good at the accent.
We need to do a review of this on my Instagram too after this.
Do we need to talk about like?
So I need to stop eating it, basically.
Life changes and like that.
So let's get deep.
What's going on in your life, fam? I mean, I know we talked about some last night, but like.
So I'm in this for those of you who are religious. Oh no!
Hallelujah.
My computer just went dark. There we go.
Weird.
I'm in what you call the waiting period, which is when you're single, or it doesn't really even have to be necessarily like relationships, but when you're in a period of your life where you feel like you're missing something or you're ready for that next chapter of your life, which most of the time it is. The waiting period is usually when you are a single person and you're looking for either your husband or, a long-term relationship, which at this age, I'm looking for a freaking husband. So it's like, which, what's really cool about that is when I am talking, like if I do talk to guys, I know immediately, like, they're for me or they're not. Like, it's so easy to, like
that.
Yeah, like when you're younger and you're in your early 20s, it's so easy to just date around. Like, who cares? Like, you don't talk about marriage or kids or do you want this? Do you want that?
Oh, shoot. I always asked that, even in college, but I was a freak.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like when you're younger, you're more dating for fun.
Yeah.
You don't really think that your first boyfriend is going to be your husband, but I'm the type of person who does marry. We marry. I was homeschooled. Or we date. So. We date to marry because we are Christian women. We're not just going to date to date.
Yes.
But when you're older, like us or me, because I'm single, she's not. It's really easy to like be like, okay, you're not for me, because obviously like the very first thing that I look for is a godly man. Does he necessarily have to be? This is something that I was thinking about the other night. I do want a godly man. I want a Christian man, but at first I was kind of like, I want the man to be farther in his faith than me and lead me in faith. But the more I thought about it and the more I talked to my friends about it, that doesn't necessarily have to be the thing. Like, he doesn't have to lead me in faith. But you're obviously not going to want to be with somebody who doesn't have the same morals as you.
Like, equally yoked. You want somebody that, like, and what we mean by equally yoked, in the Bible it says, you want your life partner, your husband or wife to be equally yoked with you, meaning they have the same morals, they have the same beliefs. It can be somewhat different upbringings, but still similar things that make y'all come together to glorify God. And I will say, when it comes to you saying like two things, dating and knowing immediately. Personally, for me, I always try to give somebody a chance, and I'm glad that I did because I'm now marrying the person that I gave a chance. Sorry, Nick. Love you, but he wasn't really like the usual guy that I had dated. I didn't.
But also, when you get older, looks don't like, looks are obviously important.
Yeah.
Because you have to be attracted to who you're with. I mean, come on, you have to.
I think it was more like Nick's lifestyle to me.
Yeah.
And
personality makes somebody attractive
his
too.
Personality is great, but I was more like sorority girl, and he was more like
You-
yee. And it was very small town stuff, so he wasn't somebody, but I did give him a chance. And just even if it would end up in friendship, that was me. And then when it comes to having a significant other who's further in their faith and further in their walk with God, yes, it's important. But Nick and I was further in my faith than he was when we first started dating. Like the first time we stopped seeing each other because he was silly goose, and then we started seeing it. It was a whole thing. But even later on,
now
I had to lead him. I had to lead our relationship.
Yeah, and let's say, so for me, you have to be a Christian. You have to want to have kids. One thing that I've noticed at my age is that a lot of single men have kids these days, especially around my age, like 30s, they have kids. Does it completely turn me off? Absolutely not. Like, it really just depends where they're at in their life with that kid. Like, how is the relationship with the mom?
There's a lot of factors.
There's a lot of factors that go into that. I'm not really going to dive deep into that. But does a kid completely turn me off? No, it doesn't. My dad was a single dad when he met my stepmom. And I was 8 years old. So, but anyway.
Yeah.
And it worked out for them. Obviously has to have the same political views because of now in today's society. It's political views are directly
very divided too.
Yeah, and they're also very directly associated with moral beliefs.
And religion too. Like,
religious views,
I know we say separation of church and state, but America was founded on Christian principles, on Protestant principles, which is very, very strong, strict Christian principles, and very biblically based. So,
so sneeze again.
Oh God, don't! It scares me. Please don't do that ever again.
Woo!
Like, just get up and walk away. Just walk away. Walk the other way.
Y'all, I had told Sarah today, I was like, so I might go hang out with somebody tomorrow. I was like, should I tell this joke? And she's like, what is it? I was like, I'm gonna tell him I have a CDL, and then he's gonna be like, oh, you have a CDL, or why do you have a CDL? And I'm gonna be like,
CDL license, it means you can drive
like a semi.
Yeah, and like other big equipment.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, because I got this dump truck to haul around every day.
Oh my God. And I literally looked at her and I was like, please don't say that. Please.
Don't y'all think that would be hilarious?
I was like, do not ruin this for us. Please don't.
I was like, it's me. It's literally me.
Please do not ruin this for us because I want you happy. And I mean, I'm sure if he's the person for you, he would totally get it. He would. But like, let's just wait till the second date.
Listen, if they can't take me for my corny jokes, then
indigestion.
I'm a lot to handle.
That was hot. Did you hear that? That was disgusting.
I'm just kidding.
Yours was worse. I shaved my face. Do you like it? Microblade, baby.
And I just did my nails.
Ooh, I gotta do mine. We do our own nails because it's expensive, and we gotta handle it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, the last time I went to get my nails done, I was crying because something kind of traumatic happened to me, and I'm like,
that was like the worst.
I'm like crying when he's doing my nails,
and the nail tech was just like,
he was mean. He kept going over and looking in the blue light like I messed him up. I'm like, I have not moved, dude.
She's just crying. Like, it's so. Girls be crying in the salon. I cried in my hairstylist salon. God love you, Hannah, if you ever see this, because one of the first times I met her, I think I cried. There's other times I cried. Not because she did my hair wrong. It's my mom died. That was the first thing I told her. I was like, yeah, my mom just died.
I love how my camera says 29 minutes and the editor says 19 minutes.
I don't know what's off and what isn't off.
That's why I'm telling you guys I don't like Spotify's new
update. Do I
editor.
still have a bobby pin in my hair? No, I don't.
Editor.
I keep feeling like it does. Anyways, walk of life's, man. It's hard. Even when you get in a relationship, like even okay. So when I was in a relationship with Nathan, like before things went a little crazy, things were great, but I had no job. I had 2 college degrees and a minor. Could not find a job. Could not find my passion. And then my mom died. And then right after that, I found my passion. So, I mean, like, life throws you for a curveball. There's a reason why they say trials and tribulations. Like, God be putting you through it.
Yeah, like, I never thought in a million years I would be 29 and single, ever.
No.
Like,
no.
you know, when you grow up.
I thought you were going to be getting married before me and all these things.
When you grow up and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be married by 25. I'm going to have kids by 28.
Oh, shoot. I thought I would be married by, like, 22, 23, have kids by 26. Because I thought later 20s was like,
but, y'all, let me tell you something. So, I was, like, texting with someone, and I was supposed to, like, basically I got stood up, right? But I prayed about it, and I was like, Lord, if this man is not for me, just take him out of my life. Just take him. And he done did that.
Mm-hmm.
He done did that.
But it does not mean that, like we had talked earlier, that he is not right later down the road. God could be preparing him for you.
And then get hurt worse later
how
on.
It was with
because
Nicholas
that
Boyd.
day that I got stood up, I was like, I'm going to go get some snacks. So I drove to the gas station. I'm like, what if I just
Jesus, Alexis.
you know, like impulsive thoughts.
I think they're called intrusive thoughts. Impulsive is when you really do it. Intrusive is more
impulsive, intrusive.
Similar but different, but not. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm fidgety.
We're sitting on the floor.
I'm hormonal.
Wait, maybe one day I can have my own little podcast room.
That would be so cool.
Like cute little wallpaper behind me, and like maybe like a neon sign.
Don't be basic like that. Please, like, just
what
get
should I do?
like a skull or something.
A skull?
Like a bull skull. That would be really cool.
I'm like,
fits
skull?
the vibe, okay? Like, I mean, you got the yee hat over here and all sorts of other.
Shit, I had a thought.
I don't know where it went. It went out the window.
I was gonna say, what is going on in pop culture right now that we should talk about?
I live in a hole. As we have clarified as of last night, I do not check my social media. If anybody in my life sends me messages or videos or anything, I do not see it. Like, I might, like, glance really quick. If it says seen, doesn't mean I saw it.
You know, honestly, like, I am a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it.
She got the vibe.
But lately, I have not really been on my game.
Really? I thought you've been doing pretty good lately, especially with the Chimkins.
I always do good. Let's be real. But, like, I could be doing better, you know? Like, I could, like, really, like, put my effort into it. But I've just been, like, stressed and, like, my mind's been elsewhere.
And that's okay to take, like, you time.
I don't need to be left alone.
No. I really think you need to come up for
I'm just kidding.
Bit. Like, please. I'm very stressed out.
I don't know. There's so many things about I love pop culture only because I like entertainment.
I get entertained by you telling me it.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time. Like, okay.
But I also don't really care. Like Taylor Swift, for instance, and like Travis Kelce.
We actually talk about that because that's one thing that gets on to me.
I'm tired of talking about it.
I am so sick of it because, like,
I think the Super Bowl was rigged.
Oh, I 110%.
I think
agree.
It was so rigged because of Taylor Swift.
Which is sad because I loved Taylor Swift growing up. Loved her.
When she was in her, our song is the same as screen doors.
Sneaking out late,
tapping on your window. When she was fake country and she had that fake country accent.
I loved her. Like, that was just like middle school to high school. Loved the Taylor Swift. But then recently, here's my thoughts on this, and this comes from a psychological standpoint. I think she's a mean girl.
She is. That's what I've heard. I've heard she's just a mean girl.
I think that she was like a pick-me girl that became popular, and in my opinion, girls that are pick-me girls that are like, pick me, are looking for that form of attention and validation from the world around them rather than themselves or their relationship with God. Then they do get popular, they become mean girls.
I do think that she is naturally a good singer and songwriter.
I think she's a good songwriter, but I don't think she's naturally a good singer. That's me. She's had a lot of training. Listen to her earlier stuff live.
But I think Hollywood just got to her. And she's like, she endorsed Biden.
Yep.
It's like, dude, you write songs about breakups, yet you endorsed the most retarded man on this planet.
Hate language.
I know.
I need to drop the F-bomb, but not the R word.
But he is.
I mean, he is. Like, there's something seriously wrong with that man, and it's,
scary.
Well, it is.
He's running our country. Actually, he's not. Somebody else is, but.
Yeah. The devil.
Yeah, literally.
The devil.
So.
Anyway, I just think she's a mean girl, and it's so hard because I have a lot of young women in my life, like my cousin Savannah, who's not technically a whole another story. She's my mom's best friend's daughter. She is obsessed with Taylor Swift, and I love that she loves Taylor Swift. That's great. But
also, if you're spending $2,000 on a freaking concert ticket, you have
she went to the concert.
Let's go to a UFC fight. I'll spend money on that.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
I've never been.
Those are like $1,000 tickets. But
I would be highly entertained. But I just
hot men fighting each other. Yeah.
That's kind of messed up. Is that like like blue-blooded South of us?
I'm a big Nelk fan too.
Who's Nelk?
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. Nelk. The Nelk podcast. Anyway, I'll show her later. Don't worry.
I listen to true crime podcasts.
I'm a fan of Nelk. They go to a lot of the UFC events.
Huh. So if any of the Morbid girls are listening, hi, hello.
I have been liking crime podcasts lately.
I love Morbid. Now, I don't agree with their politics, but that's okay, honey. It is a free country.
I was about to say that. They're anyway, I'm going to keep my
They are very... But
I have no filter.
Do really like how they victim advocate and like focus, because a lot of true crime will focus on the criminal and they try to focus on the victim, which I think is really important to do.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's what happened. There was a victim.
True.
Facts.
I
feel like there's something that we're missing that we're not talking about. I don't know what it is.
I
know. It's in the back of my brain and it's going to drive me nuts.
Dude, my viewers are used to it because every time I pick up this mic, it's
like a ramble.
It's winged. It's wung.
Really?
It's wung. Because,
Ooh, wings sound good. Did you put the...
I got ribs in the crock pot.
I was about to ask if you put this in. Every single time she forgets to put them in.
We eating good, even though they're not going to be ready till like 8 or 9.
Why do I not feel my Adderall? This is going to tick me off. Why do I not feel it?
Don't do drugs, kids.
I have ADHD. If you have ADHD and are properly diagnosed by a psychiatrist or psychologist or a psychiatric professional, then yes, it's okay, as long as it is properly diagnosed and regulated, because it is a stimulant. But I got the issues, okay? And I need help. I've been trying to get on it for a year, so.
I think the 6-hour run is ending in 10 minutes.
That's depressing.
So they'll probably start the 12-hour run very shortly. But we are gonna.
Speaking of that,
go walk the trail.
I gotta
take
get
pictures
up really early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to church in the morning.
Am I gonna run over somebody if I leave?
I don't think so. No.
You think so? Are they gonna be running at like 6 a.m.?
Maybe. I don't know.
Who does that? I feel like there's something we're missing, Alexis, so I'm not done. I am not done. I need to figure out what this is. There is something that is missing. What did we do today? We went to breakfast, we went to TJ Maxx, nothing's going on career-wise.
Yeah, our lives suck.
I'm just kidding. Nothing's going on school-wise. I've had, friend drama.
Oh.
I've had that.
Y'all, if we could have caught her conversation with this friend last night, it would have made a great podcast.
That was hard. And I know for a fact she will never see this, so.
Basically, she is picking out her bridesmaids or whatever. She's had this friend that they've been friends together for years.
Like 12 years.
And the girl's changed. She's very liberal and she's dating a trans
individual
person. I don't know how that works. But it's a female trying to be a man. Mm-hmm.
It's female to male,
and she's basically like playing the victim and acting like Sarah owes her something, only because Sarah told her. Because she asked her, she's like, "Do you agree with they're getting married. She's like, do you agree with my marriage? Blah, blah, blah. And Sarah's like, I don't care what you do. I want you to be happy. Like, y'all can get married. That's great. But I don't agree with it. And you can't make me. She didn't say you can't make me agree with it. But
I basically did, though. I kept repeating, like, over and over again. Because, okay, let me give backstory. My childhood best friend and I have known each other for over 10 years. And she lives a state away from me. And she went to a very liberal-based college. And I am the type of person that I try to lead with Jesus in my heart. Even though I'm not the best at it, you know, you see me over here cussing and vaping and like having my own opinions. I'm a sinner. And I will admit that all day.
We all are.
God made me the way that I am, and I try to lead every day for him. But I fall short of that glory.
Yes.
So my point with that being, when she decided to date this individual, I said, look, I love you. I am here for you. This is not something that I agree with on a religious, moral, or somewhat political standpoint. I lay more of the politics of live and let live, like as long as don't tread on me type thing.
Right. Like you can live your life, but
go out,
just because you're living your life that way does not mean that I have to agree with it.
And you know, I had told her, I was like, please respect my religious views on this and my moral views. Like,
it's like she has to respect her views, but she can't respect her views.
That's kind of how it's
liberal.
Alexis gets very fired up about this. That's how it's coming out because she asked me point blank, how do you feel about it? And I said, I already told you, you know, I do not agree, but it is your marriage and your life. And you do not need my validation or anybody's validation to go forward with this. I don't need it in my marriage, for my wedding, in my relationship. I don't need that, you know? The only validation I need is from God. I need God to bless my marriage, and that's it. I do not...
It. That's it.
Done. Said it. Not everybody's agreed with my relationship because of the trials and tribulations that we went through.
But yeah, they had like a freaking 2-hour conversation last night, and the girl was
10
going
minutes.
in circles.
And she kept saying I was contradicting myself when I said, Lily, just because somebody identifies as something doesn't mean that I have to identify somebody as that
person.
They can identify all they want. It's a free country.
And she was saying the pronouns. She was saying him, and she's like, well, then why would you be saying him, he? And she's like, I'm trying to be respectful. But if you want me to say her, I will. Like, come on now.
It kind of got to the point she said I was contradicting myself, and it kept going in circles and going in circles. And then at that point, I was like, look, I have to go. I love you. I have a bunch of school I have to finish, which was true. I sat there in your bed and doing school half the night. And it's just sad how little she knows me, even though we've been friends for that long. And it hurts. So when it comes to female friendships, and this is just a word of advice, life ebbs and flows, and it goes in circles, and it is okay to stand your ground on that. And if you're going to lose friends, yes, it'll hurt. You know,
people grow, change, and you're not going to keep the same friends for the rest of your life. People need to realize that.
And it's okay to have fights, too. I'm of the firm belief that, and I will die on this hill, that if me and my friend...
If you're not having arguments, then you're not being real with your friend.
If I have not... Me, personally, if I have not had an argument with one of my friends, we are not real friends.
Yeah, because you're not...
You and I have argued till the cows come home. Like, because I'm hard to live with. I'm hard. You know, I'm not easy. I'm opinionated. I've been immature, and I've made mistakes. I can admit those because of therapy. Medication. Outside of that, it's...
But anyway, our belief is that you can live your life, do what you want to do, be who you want to be, love who you want to love, but don't force that onto us. We have our own moral views. But we're not going to be disrespectful towards your views. So don't be disrespectful towards our views.
The only frustration that ever comes from is if somebody's disrespectful towards ours too. You know, like I'm gonna stand my ground. What do they call it? A warrior of God. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go walk this trail. We're going to go pet a calf, and we're going to go honky tonk, baby.
Yeah, honky tonk. Are we really? I want to dance.
I don't know. We can. Okay. Let's start one. All right. Love y'all. And hopefully this editor got everything.
We'll see.
But anyway.
Anyways.
Bye-bye.
Bye.